Hi, and welcome to another episode. I'm Selma, and I've been reading nonfiction books for the past 10 years. Today, I'm going to teach you how to break free from your limiting beliefs. Now, there's a disclaimer, I'm still trying to figure this thing called life out myself. So, today, I'm gonna be talking about this book, The 4 Agreements, and I have to say, this book is not for everybody. It's a bit vague, I might say. It's a bit spiritual. So if you're not really spiritual, then maybe these insights will help you without reading the book. Why, you might wonder, is this not for everybody? I will tell you why. Because, okay, so I'm gonna read page 1 for you. He talks about domestication and the dream of the planet. What you are seeing and hearing right now is nothing but a dream. You are dreaming right now in this moment. You are dreaming with the brain awake. Dreaming is the main function of the mind, and the mind dreams 24 hours a day. Okay, so this is like the start of the book. So I understand that it's not for everybody, but I have to say there are some insights that really made me believe that our mind is so strong and our mind is so powerful, and we have so many limiting beliefs that are holding us back, and I am not gonna subscribe to that anymore. I'm gonna make my own beliefs. I'm gonna break free from limiting past and old beliefs that I have in order to improve myself and to become the best version of myself. So let's start with just a little framework. He talks about the book of laws, and it's basically all the beliefs you have from your parents, from your teachers, from the environment, from social media. You get all these beliefs, and these beliefs are basically agreements that you have with other people. Everyone has their own book of laws. It's your bundle of all the beliefs you have. It's basically your belief system. And then he says you have the inner judge, which basically is the inner critic, and it always judges you, the world, everything basically by the book of laws you have. That makes sense, right? Lastly, you also have the victim, and the victim is also in conversation with the judge. I know it sounds vague and weird, but hear me out. And the victim is basically the victim of what the judge thinks and says and believes. So you have these 4 agreements, and I'm not gonna touch on all those 4, but I'm gonna touch on only 2. I'm gonna highlight them here. I want to start with something that really was interesting to me. True injustice is paying more than once for each mistake. This is also referred to in The Alchemist. If you've not read that book, it's such a good book. It's fiction, basically, but it's also non-fiction. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So he says, when you remember a thing that is a judgment or regret, makes you angry or makes you cringe, when you think about it, you're paying for that mistake again and again and again. And on top of that, other people also could make you pay for that mistake because they can help you remember that cringe and awkward situation. You are taking those things, that memory from the past, and you are taking it into the present. Why would you do it if it's not helpful to you? I'm gonna learn from it. I can learn how to do things better, but I'm not gonna keep on punishing myself. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Well, neither should you. Okay, so the second agreement is don't take anything personal. It's so simple, and you might think, yeah, I know that. If I see you on the street and I say, hey, you are stupid, without knowing you, it's not about you, it's about me. If you take it personally, then perhaps you believe you are stupid. It goes back to your belief system. Maybe you think to yourself, how does he know? Can everybody see how stupid I am? You take it personally because you agree with whatever I said. So he says this is the maximum of selfishness we have, and it's so funny. And true, but so funny. He says, we make the assumption that everything is about me. We learn to take everything personally. We think we are responsible for everything. Me, always me. What you have to take personally is your own word, because that is about you, and that is about how you behave and your reaction to things that happen in the world. The last agreement is always do your best. And again, it's very simple. You might think, yeah, I already know, always do your best. And like in the Netherlands, we have this saying, always do your best, and more than your best, you're not able to do. But it's true. If you do your best, you will not have any regrets. There won't be a what if, because you've tried your best and you gave it your all, and there is nothing left to give, so there is nothing to regret. Trust the process, give it your all. So it's simple, but it's true. And we have to look at our lives and see if we are always doing our best. Because if we are on vacation, we are thinking about work. And if we are at work, we are thinking about vacation. Are you doing your best to stay present? No. If you are with your family or friends, you're thinking about that deadline. You're not doing your best. And when push comes to shove, and when people are not here anymore, you will have regrets because you have not spent quality time with them. You may have been with those people, you have been in the same room with those people, but were you present? Were you trying your best? Were you giving everything of your attention? Maybe not. Maybe you do. You have to be the judge of that question. Honestly, yapping is so hard sometimes. Yeah, towards the end of the book, he says something, and it's really powerful. It's, again, vague, spiritual, but I found it really encouraging. Everything we have here, your house, your spouse, your children, your car, your career, money, everything is borrowed, and everything can be taken away from you. When we try to live in the past, how can we enjoy the present? When we dream of the future, why must we carry the burden of the past? When are we going to live in the present? Honestly, it is true, because people pass away and materialistic things can be taken away from you. He says that when you hold on to all those things and when you hold on to the past, the present becomes really heavy. He says it becomes heavy to be alive. That is heavy shit. So that is what this whole book is about. Live in the present and do your best and be impeccable with your word. Personally, don't make any assumptions. Always do your best. Life is happening now. It's not happening yesterday. It's not happening tomorrow. Nothing is promised, and yesterday is gone already. You cannot do anything about it. So be happy. Be happy with this present life. And if you're not happy with this present life, then change it. It's simple as that. And I say it now, it's really simple. But of course, we're always going to have hardships or things we need to learn or things we need to overcome or limiting beliefs we need to break free from. But if you understand what those are for you, and if you work towards making your life 1% better, marginal gains, then I think the journey is gonna be beautiful. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Let me know if you found it helpful, and I will see you on the next one.